Hi, my name is Eric Daw from OmniFit, and today we got a great workout. Can't you see I'm already ready to work out as I'm sitting on this chair? So you folks know that sitting is not the best thing to do for extended periods of time. But can you use a chair or can you use a bench to get a great workout and not just sit on it? Well, we're gonna prove that today. So let's get into it. So for this chair workout, folks, I'm already assuming you've already done your proper warm-up. So for each exercise, I want you to spend at least 30 seconds before you move on to the next one. So the first exercise is a sit and stand from a chair. Normally, I'd say we can do it with our weights or whatever. But this time, I'm gonna have you use weights or no weights because it's a body weight exercise. The first one is gonna be a sit and stand, but we're gonna keep our hands elevated right over our head. And the reason why we want to keep our hands elevated, because each time you sit and stand, you should be able to keep your hands in the same position. What tends to happen to some people, particularly as we get older, is we have a hard time keeping our upper body up when we sit and stand. So the hands are a good indicator if you're able to maintain great upper body posture as you drive from your legs. And we want to do this for 30 seconds. You can go much faster than I'm going right now, and we're really working those thigh muscles as we're doing it. And again, we want to make sure we keep those hands over our head. Exercise number one, 30 seconds, sit and stand chair with our hands overhead. And before I forget, if it becomes easy, add some weights. See, I have my weights right here, holding them over my head. You can add weights, not too heavy, but either 5 pounds or so, 2.5 pounds, or even 2 pounds. Use this exercise to really emphasize the upper body staying tall, but we're also working our legs, sit and stand chair. So a great way to work the upper body and the core at the same time is to do an upper body roll with a chair. So how we're gonna do that is we're gonna take our one hand, put it right down. We wanna make sure once we put our feet behind us, your back should be flat. So you notice right here, I have a flat back. What kind of things could I put on a flat back? I should be able to put a chair, a table, whatever, a book. I should be able to balance it right on my back in this position. Once I have my weight, I want to roll with one arm. Again, making sure my back is nice and flat. I'm rolling with one arm and pulling that elbow back for 30 seconds. Once we get to 30 seconds and you set your timer, I want you to go ahead and switch sides. Same thing. Can we switch hands? Same thing. Going right, making sure our back is flat, using our chair and bending those elbows. So I know what you folks are thinking. What if it's hard for me? I know a lot of seniors have issues with their wrists and fingers. So what do you do in this position? Why don't you make a fist? You can make a fist and do the same thing, which is easier on your wrist where you don't have to bend it and you still get the actual benefit from the exercise. Exercise number two is a one-arm chair row. So for an ultimate chair workout for seniors, one thing we have to include in the ultimate upper body exercise is a push-up. So for this push-up, I want to do it a little bit different. So you know a traditional push-up, we have our hands on the chair. You can either put them flat, or if you have wrist issues, we can go ahead and grab the ends of the chair. But for this push-up, folks, we can either do it our traditional way for 30 seconds and pushing from your elbows away from the chair, what we normally have done, push up, or folks, I want you to add a little difficulty to this. And what I want you to do is now actually lift one leg, alternating for every 5 or 10 reps. So for example, if we're doing this for 30 seconds, every 5 reps, we're gonna go ahead and do one leg in the air. And once we get to 5, keep your core tight. As you see, my body's in a nice straight position. Switch legs, same thing. Pushing for every 5 reps. You can also alternate this for 30 seconds, a minute, however long you want to do this push-up. So exercise number 3 is a chair push-up. So another great exercise for a chair workout is the band around my ankle and also around a chair leg. So I'm behind my chair and I'm gonna hold it so the chair doesn't move. So if you notice, if the chair is not supported, if I pull my leg back, the chair moves. So what you're gonna do is make sure you have your weight on the chair, leg straight and extended straight back. I'm using a band around my ankle that does not have heavy resistance. The main reason why is I want to be able to have enough range of motion where I can really feel I'm incorporating the glute muscle, basically your glute muscle, your butt muscle on this side. I would advise you folks to do about 30 seconds on each side and switch sides. As you know, I often say seniors need to work their glute muscles. This is the perfect exercise. Leg extension or leg kickback on a chair. So now that we have worked our posterior chain with the single leg kickback, we got to take it a step further, folks, because we know the posterior or the posterior side of your body is often neglected. So I've done this in a previous video, but this exercise is so good, we got to do it again. So this is a single leg chair touch. We want to make sure we're bending from our hips, leaning forward, controlling our speed, touching the chair, and coming all the way back up. This exercise is great for balance and it works the posterior chain. Make sure we actually do both legs. We don't want to be lopsided, folks. So once we go to the other leg, leaning forward, keeping that back leg straight, 30 seconds again, leaning from the hips. You should again feel it right in those glutes, hamstrings. So folks, there's a saying that once you learn to ride a bike, you'll never forget. Well, this bike, the good thing is there's no pedals, no handles, and we don't have to worry about falling off. So for this exercise, we're gonna hold the chair and make sure we're not keeping our back on the chair or the back is not touching the chair. And for this bicycle, we're actually bicycling our feet and using these core muscles, these stomach muscles to keep our body nice and upright and off the back of the chair. And if it's too easy holding, we can do what I'm doing right now and just using your hands. 30 seconds, making sure we're really engaging these core muscles. And this one is bonus because it's another way to work our abs other than doing the other exercises we did before. So bonus, bicycle on the chair. So folks, you use this every day to sit on, eat, do many activities every day. Why not add exercise to that list? So after these exercises, what's stopping you folks? Pretty much nothing, right? So this is Eric Daw from OmniFit, folks. If you like this video, can you please like and subscribe? I know many of you are watching these videos and not subscribed. You gotta hit the button. On that note, this is Eric Daw from OmniFit. Take care.